As we all know, we're living in the world of AI. So today, we're going to explore AI-first API design. Let's run through some steps for what it means to create some AI-ready APIs. So step number 1 is to understand your API's purpose. So the first thing is to get crystal clear on what your API is trying to achieve. What is your API's core mission? Does it update data? Does it retrieve information? Or does it manage resources? So you need to define the complete picture. What are your main use cases? Who are your target users? What are their actual needs? You can consider some functional requirements for this API, as well as some performance and security requirements. This foundational understanding guides every development decision for your API. And once you have that, we can move on to step number 2. Step number 2, defining your AI's prompt. Once you've got that clarity, you can start designing a blueprint for iteration. And here's where that gets really interesting. The best way to design an API blueprint is to define a comprehensive prompt. So here's an example of what a prompt might look like. I have a prompt that says, design an OpenAPI 3.0 file storage API that reads, writes, uploads, manages, and serves files with proper permissions. Use the CRUD operations, rich metadata, consistent naming conventions, introspection capabilities, and descriptive error handling. You see how specific that is? You're not just asking for create a file API. You're defining exactly what AI-ready features you want from the start. And this takes us to step number 3, which is generating a spec. Now you take that prompt to your AI tool of choice. You can use OpenAI, Claude, Cursor, but today I'm going to be using Postman's agent mode, which is super slick for stuff exactly like this. Your output should be a complete YAML that describes your endpoints, request and response fields, and comprehensive error handling. Once you have that spec, you can plug it right into Postman SpecHub and generate a full end-to-end collection for all of your endpoints instantly. Which brings us to step number 4, which is mocking your API. And now here's where things get very practical. You can use Postman's mock servers to stimulate your request and response without writing a single line of back-end code. So this is your testing ground. You can validate that all your metadata is comprehensive and all of those errors make sense in practice. Which takes us to the final step, which is step number 5, to iterate and refine. And finally, like all things when it comes to design, you want to iterate. Update your specs quickly based on AI feedback or some metric changes, or when you just want to add some new endpoints. The beauty of this approach is that it's fast, but it's also traceable. And there you have it, the steps that you need to design AI-ready APIs. Here are some pro tips. Include explicit metadata. Don't leave anything to interpretation. And specify types, formats, and allowed values for everything. Make your errors descriptive. Remember, AI systems cannot troubleshoot like humans can. Your errors need to be actionable roadmaps to solutions. Keep your naming conventions rock solid consistent. Remember, AI thrives on predictability. If you've called something user ID, don't call it user_ID somewhere else. And finally, expose introspection endpoints. This is huge. Let AI systems discover your API capabilities automatically. Think of it like giving your AI a map of your entire API landscape. The bottom line, with this approach, you're not just designing an API. You're designing an API that AI can work with and understand intelligently. So I'll ask again, for your next API project, which approach are you taking? The code first, the API first, or the AI first API design approach? Let me know in the comments, and also keep me posted on which AI tools you're excited to try. Drop your thoughts below and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.